Okay guys, I don't know if this lighting looks okay. Hopefully it does. I feel like I'm keep on getting dark and shit. I literally have 2 freaking lamps. Well, 3 lamps. Hey guys, my name is Armani Monet and welcome back to my channel. Excuse my nails. I forgot to do my nails. Honestly, when I did the whole little thing, I forgot to do my nails, so just ignore that. But welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Armani Monet, as you can tell from the title. And you guys can see from the title, I'm also going to be doing a story time of my first time doing the do. I tried doing this story time a couple months ago, and I felt like I just sounded like a hoe. But I had to realize this is like a learning experience for me and for my viewers. If you're watching, this is a story for entertainment. Do not take what I say seriously. Well, take what I say seriously, but do not do what I do. Okay? So how I lost my virginity was kind of crazy and kind of spontaneous and kind of hoish. And I would admit it was kind of, but this is just a learning experience for both of us. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm also going to be smoking during this video, of course, like I always do. Let's hope the smoking doesn't like interfere my storytelling skills. But without further ado, let's just get into the video. Oh wait, let's get into this makeup really quickly. So this is the makeup look I did earlier before I did this video. You guys like it? I'm still using that dark ass Dior foundation. That is too dark for me, but I don't know if it's matching my neck or not. Do I care? A little bit. But I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying at home. So if it doesn't match, it doesn't match correctly. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail, honestly. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks kind of small on camera. But if I'm not high, I'll roll up another one. If I'm not, you know. This blunt looks fucked up, but let's just ignore this, okay? So yes, when I lost my virginity, I was a sophomore. It was like May of my sophomore year. And I was about to be a junior. I was 16. And this around the time I was experimenting things. I started smoking weed. I just started, you know, doing my own little thing. I started being more curious, let's just say. And you know, around school you hear about sex and you think about how it's done, what is it like, what does it feel like. They brag about it so much, like, oh my god, her dick was so big, it feels so good. I'm sorry if I'm being kind of explicit, but yeah, it's all the stuff you hear about when you're in high school, of course. Let me take off my glasses, but okay, now that that's over. Okay, so that's what I was hearing around the school grounds, basically. So yes, that's what I was hearing, and I was just, you know, feeling a little curious, little hoish. I keep on using that term because that's what it was. I don't know why I'm trying to make excuses for it, but yes, that's how I was feeling. So literally, if I'm gonna be straight up with you guys, literally, I remember it was a Wednesday. Let me take a hit, because I just remember some shit. I don't know if I should expose myself like this on the internet or not, but should I? But this happened last time. It's just some stuff you just kind of, you embarrass stuff. You know, you just realize you wish you could do it as a different way. I wish I would have waited. I wish I really, 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 really would have waited on having sex, you know, because it's really not that big of a deal, you know? Okay, guys, so I'm going to be straight up with you. I tried having sex on different occasions for my first time. And no, it wasn't with the guy that I love. It wasn't with the guy I even knew that much about, if you want me to be completely honest. And I feel like not a lot of people say that because it's embarrassing. If you want me to be straight up with you, it's embarrassing, and it's not something that you want to like talk about, but it's something that needs to be talked about for someone else in the world that can relate. They can relate how you feel, you know, or unless I'm the only person. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person. But you know, it's nice having someone out there that, you know, that can relate to you. You could judge me if you want. You know, I'll judge myself too. Shit. Do what you want. But this is what happened. So it was a Saturday, I remember. I tried having sex with this one guy. I knew him. He was a cool guy, I guess. It didn't work out. Sunday, I tried having sex with another guy. It did not work out. And mind you, these were guys that I kind of knew around the school, and they were kind of like guys that I just knew around the school. It sounds so bad when I say it. Like, it literally sounds so bad. I can't believe I'm freaking uploading this and filming this video. But yeah, I tried, but it didn't work. So fast forward to Wednesday. Saw this guy walking down the hall. And I knew this guy because he was in my homeroom, I believe. And I see him, and I was like, oh, he's a cute looking guy. I never spoken to him before. And you know how guys are in high school, they're kind of like cocky, what's the word, fuckboyish. And he was that type of guy. Like, he said something like smart and sexual. And back then, I was just kind of bold with it. I was just bold. I was just like, I don't know what he said. He said something to me, but I forgot what he said exactly. But my response was like, yeah, we could do that today. I forgot what exactly he said, but I know it was kind of sexual. But I don't know exactly what he said. So I was like, fuck it, that's what we're doing. So I think I got his number right there in the hallway. I was just bold like that. I remember I was going into civics class. I was going into civics class because I was in like this like, what is it called? I was in a special program for like smart kids. These kids just want to, you know, excel in their academics. But obviously I wasn't worrying about that. That's what I really, really regret. I do want to say that I wish I could go back to high school if I can like repeat like a lot of stuff. I always think about this every single day because I just think like, wow, I could have did stuff so much differently. But you know, you live and you learn. That's why I'm here to tell you, like, really just focus on school. Dudes really ain't shit in high school. They really ain't shit. Some maybe, you know, half-heartedly, but they're not all about you, sis. They're not. I mean, why would they? They're freaking kids. They're kids in... Let me take a hit. That's what I should have been doing. I literally should have just been chilling at school and not just focus on my schoolwork. You know, hanging out with friends. Even if I just wanted to focus on my schoolwork, I shouldn't even been worrying about boys because boys, they didn't deserve me. Just keeping it plain like that. They didn't deserve me. And, yeah. So, I got his number in the hallway. And I believe he texted me after school, and he ended up like living near me. Like, it was literally like up the street. Y'all, this is so hard to do. Like, I'm just gonna put that out there. This is like a hard video to do. Now that I realize when I'm doing it again, it's kind of sad. And one thing you guys gonna know about me, I kind of, like I was saying, one thing you guys gonna know about me, I'm kind of emotional. I try to contain it, but I just have to realize it's who I am. But this situation is really, really sad and embarrassing and just kind of regretful. You know, you just kind of think about the situation, you just think like, I just wish I could just go back in the past and just change. Like if I knew what I knew now, it would have just been so much better. And I know that sounds like so freaking obvious and like, duh, bitch. But it's just so, I don't know, it's just, like if you're in high school now, literally coming from a hoe, if you will. Just coming from a former hoe. A bitch is still not like that. But coming from a former hoe and, what's the word, naive, and I was very impressionable, and I don't know, I don't know, I just wanted to experience things. And partly, no offense to like my mom or anything, or even if my dad, if you've been watching, but my dad was in the picture till I was about 9-10 years old, and ever since then, haven't talked to the guy. He hasn't been there for me. He hasn't, you know, I didn't have someone to tell me. I don't know, I didn't have someone to tell me, you know, how dudes really were from a dad perspective. You know? And, you know, not to say anything, like, but then again, I was gonna say, like, no one should have to tell me that, but sometimes it's good to say something like that for someone from a loving perspective. Like, it's good to say that to someone from someone. It's good for someone from I'm trying to say it's good for someone from a loving perspective to tell you something like that, because it's very, I know it's important, I guess for me, it would have been. And my mom, she never really talked to me about sex. She just kind of said, don't do it. And obviously as a kid, I'm going to do it. But she never talked to me about it. So, I'm not saying that's the reason why I did all this shit, but I feel like it's a part of a reason. So yeah. This story time is literally so emotional. Like, one thing, like when I'm high, let me know if you're the same way. When you're high, do you like get, I don't know, more in tune to your emotions? That's another reason why I smoke, because I kind of realize stuff more and it just kind of bring out more of my emotions. But honestly, right now it's kind of getting annoying. Like, bitch, need to calm down. But it's just kind of getting to me. I'm just thinking about reliving the past, you know? I am telling a fucking story, so what do you expect, everybody? Okay. So, Bradley off, he ended up texting me. He gave me his address. He ended up living like a few minutes away from me. So, my dumb ass, naive, rather, and I say dumbass, but dumbass, I freaking walked there. Yeah, the girl. Not to say like this kind of sexist or anything, but I just feel like, I literally walked to go get that. But that's how desperate I really was, I guess. And honestly, on this walk, I was kind of nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, because honestly, before this time, I never had anything close to anything to sex. You know, I was just kind of just kissing boys, and maybe I did a little touching, but that was it. I didn't really do anything, you know, no type of nothing. So on the walk there, I was just kind of nervous and just thinking like, while I'm really about to do this, like, am I really going to do this? I didn't think I was ever going to have sex. I didn't think it was possible for me. For some odd reason, I didn't think a penis can go into a vagina. I didn't think it was possible for some odd reason. I don't know. But that's how I felt. When I got there, his friend was there, and I was like, what the fuck? What kind of situation is this going to be? So I didn't say anything at the time, just looking like, what the hell? So I remember like we smoked. This was like a week or 2 weeks. I think like 2 weeks. Like I was fresh as smoking weed. I was like, I only smoked weed 2 weeks before that. It was like my first time smoking weed, so I was still fresh. So the bitch was high. So yeah, I was high, and I remember we was smoking in the backyard, me, him, and his friend. Oh, this is a cool time. And I kind of like thought about what we was gonna do. I was like, maybe we're not gonna have that. Maybe we're just gonna just chill, you know? So I'm just thinking, like, maybe we're just gonna just chill. Dumbass. So obviously, we went in the house and went to his bedroom, and his friend came with us the whole time. And I remember the guy, I don't know what he started doing. I think he started touching on me and stuff, and he was touching me, and I'm literally in this moment, I'm just thinking like, why is his friend right here, and why is he doing this in front of his friend? So I don't know what they were trying to do. I think they were trying to, I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do. I guess they thought I was just some type of hoe or something, and they were just trying to run game on me. I don't know, but I wasn't having it. So I was like, so is he gonna stay here? And his friend was like, what, me? And I was like, yes, you gotta leave, dude. He was looking surprised, like, he wanted to stay here. I'm like, no, dude, leave. The fuck? And I do have a mini story time about the friend, too. Nothing between me or him never happened or anything, but let's just say he wanted something to happen, his friend. Just saying there. But never, guys, the one thing I did learn about high school, if you mess with a guy and y'all stop talking, his friends more likely are going to start talking to you. I don't know if it's like a planned thing or they just like, fuck their friend. But more than likely, I feel like it's like a planned thing. They do that on purpose because they want to see like, oh, she was easy. Oh, I'm going to do it to her too. Like, nigga, we never did anything. Like, God, boy, calm down. So I realized that with some guys in high school. His friend left. And it happened, and I was like, what the freak? This is crazy. I'm really doing this right now. I guess it was all right. I was high, so I really don't remember, like, the exact experience. No way it hurt it. And I was just surprised it was just happening. I think it was just more like wow, this is really happening right now. I wasn't, like, in the kind of time and stuff. I wasn't present. I was just thinking, like, in my own head. I was just, like, you know, overthinking and stuff. So it finished. We finished, and yeah, I left after we finished. And I was just thinking like, wow, I really just had sex. I was expecting him to text me. He never texted me until I think like a day later, and I think I texted him or he texted, I don't remember who texted who, and he was just like, and I just remember bringing up, why didn't you text me? Like, you're supposed to text me. Like, I don't know, I do have to admit, like, when you lose your virginity to someone, you just kind of feel, you're kind of emotionally tied to them, because you feel like you feel like literally you have shared a part of yourself to someone, and I don't know, it's just like an experience that you never shared before with anyone else. So it was just kind of a lot of emotions, you know, involved. So he was just like, why didn't you text me? He was like, I could have texted him, but I don't know why I didn't think of that. I feel like because he was the guy, he should have texted me. And right then and there, I should have realized this was going to be a rocky fucking road. And he wasn't really serious about me. He probably did have some feelings for me, but he wasn't all about me. Like, he wasn't, you know, what I wanted, you know? And I realized this, like, some months now. So I think we end up talking, if you will. We end up just, you know, kind of just talking on the phone every day, FaceTiming, and just talking about random stuff. But we never honestly flirted. It was just kind of more like a friendship thing. And yeah. And at the end, I realized that he didn't really care for me, and I was just tired of, like, once I realized that a guy is not all about me, I eventually, like, I would feel hurt in the beginning, of course, because I care for you, but at the end, I will not have any type of feelings for you anymore, because it's just like, you didn't care about me. I don't want to be with someone that doesn't care about me. I'm just putting myself in more hurt. So I ended up getting another boyfriend. And so I cut him off, and I was just like, dude, not about me. And he was just surprised, like, wow, you really cut me off, like I was just supposed to be all about him all the time. And I was like, no, you literally could have did that all before, you know? And I just thought about, like, every time I stop talking to a guy, they always seem to start coming back, start apologizing, start wanting to do this differently. But it doesn't work like that, okay? Maybe if I was, you know, I don't know, but it just didn't work like that with me. So, yeah. And I'm going to be truthful with you guys. I did end up talking to him. I literally just said that I don't do that with that. That doesn't happen with me. But I did start talking to him, I think, again, after me and the other guy broke up. And, but it wasn't just never the same. I think we talked like one more time, and then it was just never the same. I think I just finally moved on. And yeah, so that was kind of my story. Me and the guy, he's not someone that I hate. We did have good conversation. I am not gonna lie. We did talk literally every day for like, I don't know, months and months. I don't remember how long it was, but I just remember it was a long ass time. And it was a good conversation. Like, he didn't, I don't know, it was a good conversation. He was a good friend, but he wasn't someone that I needed, you know, that I needed for me. He wasn't someone for me, because, I don't know, I just wanted something differently. I needed something differently. So I don't regret me losing it to him, but I just wish I would have went about it differently. That's what I want you to take from the situation. It doesn't matter, like, you know, I personally don't think it matters who you listen to, but just how you do it. You know, how you get there, how you truly feel, and how you got to really reflect on what you're doing, and have someone to tell you, you know, from my experience, have someone to tell you, like, you know, this is what's up. You know, boys in high school really ain't shit. So it's just better to have to wait. And if you do happen to do it, you know, like you do it, be prepared that it will hurt when you guys stop talking. I mean, maybe if you're just like a badass bitch, and you just bold as fuck and you just don't care, it won't hurt you. But I promise you, 99% of the time, if you are a virgin and you lose your virginity to someone, you will remember that person. You know, that person will be always kind of attached to you and a part of you. And not to say like it's like a bad thing or anything, it's just you always remember that experience. So best to use it in a way, just put that memory in a good light. Don't make it a bad memory, you know? Ask yourself when you have sex, like, where you guys going to see each other in about, how you going to, no, not even where you guys going to see each other, how are you going to feel in 10 years about this situation and how you went about it. And if you feel like you can like still living life and shit and with no regrets, go ahead and do the shit. But honestly, I'm saying this, but you're honestly gonna do what the hell you want, because I know sometimes people told me shit, but I just did the shit anyway because I wanted to learn from my experience. So I guess you just learn from your experience, honestly. This story time was kind of emotional, but I feel like it was a good story to tell because, I don't know, I just want to help someone out there because I feel like it's more people out there and it's kind of an awkward situation to talk about. But once it's kind of out there, there's no going back. And it's just like, why the fuck not? Like, life is too fucking short, honestly and truly. And this video is 30 minutes long, so let's hope I can, smoke this a little bit more for it won't be too long. But please let me know any questions down below about the situation. Let me know your comment, how you feel about the situation. If you think I'm a hoe, I would like for you to keep it to yourself. But if you feel like saying it, comment down below. Like, let me know how you feel, what you think you would have done in this situation. Let me know your story if you feel like telling it to me. And, all I want you to take from the situation is just like, be prepared for repercussions. Be prepared for hurt, just sadness, and just be prepared for like, it's life, I guess, and just really think about who are you giving yourself to. And I know I heard somewhere that someone said that when you have sex with someone, like the emotions kind of get mixed together, like the other person's emotion and your emotions. They're like, or like their personality, or like their vibes, or like something oozes off their body and comes does something oozes off their body. But you know what I mean? Something, I don't know. This is what I heard. I don't know if I truly believe it, because when I'm sitting down, it doesn't even make sense. So should I even continue it? Probably not. Another thing is, I hope I made sense in this story. If I did not make sense, I'm sorry. Sometimes I kind of get, mixed in my emotions. Like, you see what I mean? Like, now, what am I pausing for? Well, I just kind of, get mixed in my emotions. So I'm sorry if I didn't kind of explain things well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to go now. I'm just kind of smoking right now. And I'll talk to you guys soon.